I would like to welcome everyone to the Redwing Drive Drainage Improvements Public Information Consultation. This presentation will define and establish channels of communication, define the study area, identify the issues, and seek input from the public regarding the preferred solution. The objectives of the study are to develop alternative solutions to mitigate flooding within the study area while considering environmental impacts and appropriate mitigation measures. The purpose of Phase 2 is to develop alternative solutions, assess those alternative solutions, seek stakeholder input, and identify a preferred solution. The Municipal Environmental Assessment is an approved process for the planning and design of public infrastructure projects. The study is being undertaken as a Schedule B, which includes Phase 1 and 2 of the environmental assessment process. We are currently in Phase 2. The process complies with the Environmental Assessment Act. In October of 2021, Tatham Engineering completed a master storm sewer report for the town of Gravenhurst detailing the existing function of the town storm sewer system. The area on Redwing Drive was identified as an area of concern. The study area is outlined in red on this slide. The town has noted frequent flooding issues at 17, 18, and 19 Redwing Drive. There's an existing constriction of the watercourse upstream of the outlet to Loon Lake, which causes water to back up, flooding the noted properties. Roadside ditches have also been noted to be full of water for days after storm events. The current stormwater outfall is located on private property, and the town does not have an existing drainage easement. This slide shows an overhead view of the existing conditions, including the location of the existing watercourse, the constriction above Loon Lake, the road crossing culverts, and the roadside ditches. A problem statement was developed to guide the municipal Class EA process given all the issues in the study area. Flooding of private property in the area of 17, 18, and 19 Redwing Drive has been documented by the town of Gravenhurst. Alternative drainage solutions need to be evaluated to develop an effective long-term solution while considering environmental impacts. Five alternative solutions were developed for the study area. Alternative A is the do-nothing solution, where the existing conditions will be maintained with no improvements. Alternative B increases capacity in the existing watercourse and will convey the 1 in 100-year storm and increases the size of the Redwing Drive cross culvert. Alternative C, D, and E investigate solutions to move stormwater through the study area without impacting the existing drainage channel. The proposed drainage infrastructure will be located on the lot line between 17 and 18 Redwing Drive. Alternative C consists of constructing an open channel. Alternative D will consist of constructing an open channel and storm sewer. And finally, alternative E will consist of a large storm sewer with no channel. Each of the alternatives were pre-screened to determine if the alternative can fully address the requirements and future needs. Alternative A will not be considered further given there is no improvement. Alternatives B, C, D, and E address the required and future needs and therefore will be considered further. Alternative B is shown on the slide. The existing drainage channel will be improved and the existing rock constriction located above Loon Lake will be removed. Rock excavation will be required to improve the existing drainage channel. The road ditches will be regraded, new driveway culverts installed, and a new, larger centerline culvert will be installed on Redwing Drive. Alternative C is shown in plan on this slide and will consist of an open drainage channel located on the property line between 17 and 18 Redwing Drive and will outlet to Loon Lake. A new culvert will be constructed at the low point of Redwing Drive and the roadside ditches will be regraded towards the new drainage channel. No changes will be made to the existing culvert crossing on Redwing Drive or to the existing drainage channel. Alternative D will consist of a combination storm sewer and open channel located on the lot line between 17 and 18 Redwing Drive. Again, a new culvert will be constructed on Redwing Drive and the roadside ditches will be regraded towards the proposed channel and storm sewer. The majority of stormwater will be conveyed through the storm sewer. Stormwater will only be conveyed through the channel during large storm events. Alternative E utilizes a large concrete box culvert located on the property line between 17 and 18 Redwing Drive. Since no overland flow road has been provided with this alternative, the box culvert has been sized to accommodate 1.5 times the 1 in 100 year design storm. Again, a new culvert will be constructed at the low point of Redwing Drive and the roadside ditches will be graded towards the proposed box culvert. No changes will be made to the existing drainage channel. A natural environment evaluation was completed by Riverstone Environmental Solutions. The watercourse in the study area is considered intermittent with a moderate level of disturbance. There were no fish observed in the watercourse, but there is potential for fish to enter the watercourse from Loon Lake. The vegetation within the study area is typical of cottage residential areas in the Muskokas, and 6 endangered or threatened species have the potential to utilize habitat located within the study area. The natural environment study concluded that the alternatives range from no impact to moderate impacts. The impacts are considered to be highest with alternative B given the modification to the existing watercourse. The selection of alternatives C, D, or E would not be influenced by impacts to the natural environment. A Stage 1-2 archaeological assessment was completed by AMEC Consultants Limited. During the assessment, no archaeological resources were encountered and the project was found to be clear of any archaeological concern. AMEC's professional opinion that there is no concern to the cultural heritage environment with any of the proposed alternatives. The table on the slide summarizes the assessment of alternative solutions and their impacts on the 5 environments. All of the alternatives will improve the drainage within the study area. Alternative B will maintain the existing flow regime but will likely require more rock excavation on private property to implement the required improvements compared to the other alternatives. Alternative C, D, and E will place the proposed stormwater infrastructure on the lot line between 17 and 18 Redwing Drive, which is at the natural low point in the area and will more effectively drain the roadside ditches in the area in general. Alternatives C and D will require a channel to convey overland flow, which will have a greater impact to the 2 affected properties compared to alternative E, which will have the box culvert located fully below grade. Alternative B has the largest impact on the natural environment given the modifications required to the existing drainage course. Alternatives C, D, and E have similar minimal impacts on the natural environment given the location of the proposed infrastructure and that the proposed outlet does not have anticipated fish habitat impacts. All alternatives have impacts to private property given the town does not have a drainage easement. However, alternatives C, D, and E will require 2 private properties versus alternative B where 3 private properties will be impacted. There are no cultural impacts with any of the alternatives. High-level construction costs were estimated for each alternative. From lowest cost to highest cost, the alternatives are ranked C, then B, D, and finally E with the highest cost. Based on the evaluation of the pre-screened alternatives, alternative E is recommended, which is discussed further in the next slide. This slide provides some discussion regarding the selection of alternative E. Alternative E addresses the problem statement by improving the drainage issues in the area without Permanent surface alterations to private property, since the box culvert will be located below grade. The box culvert has been sized to convey 1.5 times the 1/100-year design storm. Constructing a closed system versus an open channel will reduce the required continual maintenance of the system. There will be construction impacts throughout implementation. However, during detailed design, the alignment of the box culvert will be refined to minimize those impacts. There will be minimal to no impact to the natural environment, and no impact to the cultural environment is anticipated. Finally, a permanent easement will need to be established with 17 and 18 Redwing Drive to implement the solution and for the town to continue to do maintenance. Questions and comments can be addressed to the consultant at the contact information below. We ask that all comments are submitted by October 4th, 2023. Once the comment period closes, we will review and address all comments, which will inform the confirmation of the preferred solution. A notice of study completion will be prepared and posted to the project file for a 30-day review period. Following the close of the 30-day review period, all comments will be reviewed and addressed. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to hearing from you.